So next question, consider the following pairs 2022, King and Dynasty, Nanuka, Chandelas, Jay Shakti, Paramara, Nagabhatta second, Gurjarat Pratihara. Again, look at that one. The most of the questions are revolving around the same themes. Same Rajput kingdoms, okay, then Gurjarat Pratiharas, okay. Because we are talking Nagabhatta second, we have talked about tripartite struggle also. Jay Shakti, Paramaras of Madhva, we already talked about in one particular question. Chandelas, okay, so that is also one of the questions that was asked. Okay, so then again, Bhoja, Rashtrakuta, again, coming to that one. So, Rashtrakutas, Bhoja, there was nothing. Okay, then again, Nanuka, Chandala is the founder, Nagabhatta second, Gujarat Pratiharas, which are the following are correctly matched. It's only two pairs itself only. Okay, only two pairs that is correctly matched. We will look at that one. These particular kings, Gujarat Pratiharas we have seen, Rashtrakutas we have seen, Paramaras we have seen, we will see Chandelas. We will see Chandelas. Okay, that is again, before getting into that one, so that is we need to see the tripartite struggle, because this is particularly coming up again and again. The Gujarat Pratiharas is coming up, Rashtrakutas is coming up, okay, then again Palas are coming up. So associated topic of this particular three, that one, that is tripartite struggle, and that is Gujarat Pratihara, their capital was Avanti in Madhya Pradesh, then Palas in Munger, Bihar, then again Rashtrakutas, that is Manyaketa, that is Malkhed in Karnataka. So this tripartite struggle between 750 to 900 AD, Palas, Pratiharas and Rashtrakutas to occupy Kanuj. It's a triangular battle for occupying Kanuj. Okay. Which was Kanuj? Kanuj was the capital of Harshavardhana, and in this particular battle, the overall fortunes were changing. Sometimes Palas were winning, sometimes Pratiharas were winning, sometimes Rashtrakutas were winning, but ultimately Pratiharas won. And they made Kanuj as their capital along with Avanti. So they made Kanuj as their capital too. Okay, so why Kanuj? Because it was a status symbol. So it was a boundary between all three dynasties. Then it gives access to rich deposits of Gangetic Valley, and that would increase income and production. That would lead to trade and boost trade and commerce also. So economically and politically, Kanuj was far important, and that is the reason they are trying to occupy Kanuj. It was ruled by weak rulers also. That is Ayudas, Indrayudha, Chakrayudha, and Vajrayudha. That I gave little bit references in ancient India class. After Varman dynasty, Maitrakar, Maukaris. Okay, so then Ayudha dynasty came into being. Okay, now we'll try to understand the struggle. It's in two phases. It can be a little bit confusing. So first phase of the struggle, like I told you, kept on changing. It's first phase around 790 AD. And first Vatsaraja, he was the king of Pratihara, defeated Indrayudha and occupied Kanuj. That is the first event. Vatsaraja went and occupied Kanuj. Simple. We'll go slow here. Dharmapala, he wanted to control over Kanuj. Now he declared war on Vatsaraja. That is the second event. Dharmapala, he wanted to have control over Kanuj. Now Vatsaraja 1 year. That is the third event. Vatsaraja 1. Now Gujarat Pratihara's domination. But Dhruva Dharavarsha of Rashtrakuta, he defeated Vatsaraja. That is the fourth event. For a brief period, Pratihara's domination. Then again, Pala's domination wouldn't be established properly during this point of time. Then again, Dhruva established his supremacy over Kanuj, Rashtrakuta's Dhruva. But Rashtrakuta's supremacy couldn't be continued for a very longer period of time because it is far away from the place. It's far away from Manyaketa, that is the capital of Rashtrakutas. So he had to come back to Manyaketa. So lost control. And during this point of time, what happened is that one, Dharmapala reoccupied Kanuj. That is the fifth event. So Pratihara's domination for a brief period, Rashtrakutas domination for a brief period, then Dharmapala reoccupied Kanuj. Okay, so now Pala's domination. So that is Vatsaraja first, then again Dhruva, then again Dharmapala. Dhruva had to come back because Rashtrakuta's capital was in Manyaketa, so he had to come back over there. And the second phase we can talk about Dharmapala. He was not directly ruling over Kanuj, rather he had reinstated Chakrayudha. He wanted to have indirect control over Kanuj through Ayudas. Chakrayudha. Now what happened? Nagabhatta second of Gujarat Pratiharas, he defeated Dharmapala. This is the first event we can talk about. Dharmapala at Munger only, at Bihar, Munger, capital of Palas. So now Palas got defeated. This is the first event in the second phase. And now Nagabhatta established his supremacy. Now Govinda III of Rashtrakuta, how Dhruva had defeated Vatsaraja, now of Gujarat Pratiharas. Now Govinda III of Rashtrakutas again defeated Gujarat Pratiharas. Now Rashtrakuta's domination, Nagabhatta II, the same king that was asked over in that particular question. Again, it was too far away from the capital to control for Rashtrakutas, and Rashtrakutas' power was also declining in 9th century, by the time of 9th century. So they had to come back. And ultimately what happened, Nagabhatta II, again, it is the fourth, or we can say make it as the first event, second event, and third event as it. Okay, make it a second event over here. Now Nagabhatta II occupied Kannauj and made it as the capital. Because so again, fortunes were changing very, very quickly. Sometimes Kannauj was under the control of Pratihara, sometimes Pala, sometimes Rashtrakutas. Okay, so that is the end of the tripartite struggle. Okay, so ultimately who won? Ultimately won by Pratiharas. Okay, and then Chandelas of Bundelkhand, that was there in the answer option. That is the feudatories of Gurjar Pratiharas who built Khajuraho group of temples and their capital also. And later capital was Mahotsavanagar, which is also called as Mahoba. And fully developed Nagara style of architecture under Chandelas. We discussed about Nagara architecture in art and culture class. And Nanuka, he was the founder. So that was the one pair that was right. Nanuka was the founder, that is Chandelas. And again, another ruler, Vakpati, and Jayashakti and Vijayashakti, they were joint rulers between 865 to 885. Now Chandelas territory was called as Jijaka Bhukti after Jayashakti, and that is Bundelkhand region, Madhya Pradesh, and the territory is called Jijaka Bhukti after name of Jayashakti. So Jayashakti and Vijayashakti are joint rulers between 865 to 885. Answer option given for Jayashakti was different. It was given as Parmaras, okay, but he belonged to Chandelas. Okay, Nanuka is the founder between 831 to 845. Vakpati was the king. Chandelas, continuing with that one. Yashovarman constructed Lakshmana temple at Khajuraho. Then again Dangadeva, he constructed Vishwanatha temple. Then again we can talk about Vidyadhara, who constructed Kandariya Mahadeva temple. And Ghazni also invaded East Kingdom, and he had to pay tributes to Muhammad Ghazni, Vidyadhara, and he commissioned Kandariya Mahadeva temple at Khajuraho. So we are trying to interlink politics with art and culture too. So Yashovarman, Dangadeva as well as Vidyadhara. Okay, so these about Chandelas. One more question, that is, which of the phrases defines the nature of the Undi generally referred to the source in the post-Harsha period? And that is, it's very easy, the bill of exchange. What is bill of exchange? That is, future payment can be made, drawing upon the goods that is sold. Okay, it's related to trading itself. Okay, it's a bill of exchange. Nothing we can build about that one. That is a one trader, that is the buyer and seller is there. Okay, so buyer that is had to pay some money, seller had to pay some goods. Okay, the bill of exchange, that is there in economics concept, you can go through that one. And that is buyer, obviously it does not have money at the need, so he will pay in future dates, and that is called as Undi system. It's a kind of a bill of exchange, system. Okay, so that is asked in 2020.